Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. In the last episode, we cleaned up some loose ends after beating Chapter 4, got the cookbook, and now we can cook 2 items at once. And in this episode, we're going to be doing a little bit of side questing, taking a well-deserved break after my least favorite chapter. And let's start by powering up Vivian. We've got 6 Shine Sprites, which is more than enough. I was saying last time that Vivian is one of the most powerful partners, and that is true, and we're going to be seeing why this time. She's going to get an attack that is, quite frankly, very good, and is really just, like, never gets outclassed. Well, depends on what you think about outclass, but let's take a look. Vivian gets Fiery Jinx. Attack all foes with flames that set them on fire. Costs 6 FP, so it is expensive. However, it also pierces defense. Its only weakness is that some enemies are immune to fire. So, like I said, it's always good. It's really never going to get bad. Let's come over. Oh, hello, you weren't over here before. The other day I saw this guy jumping from roof to roof. Man, he was so dashing. But you know, actually, he might have been a bandit. Maybe that's why he was sneaking into chimneys. Aha, he's here because now we have an ability that we didn't have before. And by the way, he was a bandit too, so I hope he didn't mean anything bad by saying that the guy might have been a bandit. Well, speaking of sneaking into chimneys, what do you blokes want? Well, nothing really, we're just here. I have no interest in passing the time with you, so sorry. Now away with you. That's a pretty fair response after somebody falling out of your chimney. Now, away with you. Is that all he says? Same thing. Well, the good news is we can now come in and out of here from the front door. And also, we stole his Shine Sprite. He won't mind. That's a Bob-omb sailor. The workers at the docks say he's some kind of legend. I heard he was stubborn, but who knew he'd give us this much trouble? Seriously. It'd be nice if Professor Franklin could tell us something about him. What do you mean, trouble? We broke into his house. I think that's another instance of the game assuming that something has already happened. It'd be best to ask around the harbor, at the harbor about Keelhaul Key. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, well. Well, I guess we'll find out about that guy later. While we're over here, let's see if Grifty has anything else for us. Unless we... Did we check this already? I feel like we may have. A little bit of time has passed between last recording and this one. And now, well, I guess we'll find out now. Let's see. Oh no, there's actually a lot more now. There's even one up here. Let's hear about the Crystal Stars. In order to increase its already formidable power, the demon created crystal stars to hold the essence of the heavens. One of these stars is placed in each country to exert the demon's influence. One of the castles built to contain these stars still stands near Petal Meadows. Ah. Interesting that this wouldn't be available until after we heard about the true nature of the crystal stars. The duel with the demon. The power of the world-devouring demon was greater than any could imagine. But the wise Goomba soon realized that this was the power of the crystal stars. She thought of a way to take the stars and use them against the demon. She told the other heroes her plan and set it in motion, banishing their fears. The Boo's magic and the Toad's strength created a gap in the demon's defenses. At that moment, the brave Koopa seized the stars and succeeded in badly damaging the demon. So, looks like maybe we'll have to do that. Let's hear about the demon sealed within. But even the brave Koopa's stroke was not enough to end the demon's reign. The wise Goomba thought of another use for the crystal stars in that dire hour. She suggested sealing the demon forever with the crystal stars. All agreed. The heroes matched their strengths with the power of the crystal stars, and they successfully sealed the demon's soul within the deepest part of the palace. Together, they made it so that only all 7 stars could break the seal. All becomes legend. After the demon was sealed within the Palace of Shadow, many refused to come near that place of terror. But as the years passed, entire generations forgot. and the penniless and the immoral began to congregate in this once barren place. This place soon became a populous harbor, the town of Rogueport, and some even began to say that the underground city held a legendary treasure. But they were unaware that the demons slept beneath them still. Well, I believe Grifty, for one. But it's okay, because we are going to defeat that demon, presumably. At least it seems like that's where the plot is going right now. So let's take on a trouble while we're here. We already did the legendary book. Let's get the elusive badge. I'm after an elusive badge. Must explain in person. Meet me on the roof of Zest's house in Rogueport Square. This poster is anonymous. This may be dangerous. Want to take on this trouble? Yeah. I'm strong. There's nothing too dangerous for me. Let me check my badge setup real quick. Is there anything that I can take off? Still waiting to get hit. Alright, I think we're good for now. I am very excited about this trouble. If you've played this game before, I'm sure you know why, but if not, well, you might be in for a little bit of a surprise. Oh, and here's Luigi. Sure, let's talk to Luigi in not a bonus episode for once. Well, I headed to Circuit Break Island and got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and spills. It was pretty nuts, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Yes. Hey, sounds good to me. Alright, let's hear about Circuit Break Island. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they held kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule that island. Rule the island as a king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the awards ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes, right there on the trophy they gave to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed it away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway, and my race day finally came. I got one of the best karts, the big green 01. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other karts crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off of my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Jazzafraz Town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words form poetry if spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's what's been up with me. That was a fun one. Mario, you should really pay more attention to your brother. That's Luigi's pal, Torque. I hear he's like a totally excellent mechanic. According to Mechanics Weekly, that tool on his back can basically do anything. He seems ticked off, though. I wonder what happened. Buzzy Beetle with a Swiss Army knife on his back, eh? Yeah, I'm Torque, and don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because he got down on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot. I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 coin repair costs. That's not that bad. If you stick around with him long enough, I'm sure he'll pay that, soon enough. Here we are on top of the badge shop, and there she is. Hi, Mr. Mustache Cutie. I'm the one with the trouble. I'm a pretty lucky girl to have a strapping fellow like you take on my trouble. Well, let me get right to it, okay? I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I've failed at every turn. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair, of that much I'm sure. I went to check that room after I heard you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I did hear rumors that to find this badge, one has to use the wind. I've no idea what that means, though. Anyway, look for it, okay, sweetie? You got it. That's Ms. Mouse the thief. She jets off to exciting places to find rare badges. She's only like the biggest flirt I've ever met in my entire life. It's weird that she's the anonymous requester of the super secret badge. Yeah, I suppose it is a little bit weird. But it's okay. We'll find it. I love Ms. Mouse. I will absolutely do this for her. Let's see. Are there any badges? Badges here do change between chapters. At least they do sometimes. So let's see if there's anything we need. Head Rattle is new, but you also can get it somewhere else. Looks like we're good for now. Alright, well, this is Hooktail's room. It looks like there's nothing here. However, if we try to walk into the middle of the room, we get this. We cannot examine it. It only is about this big, and Ms. Mouse said to use the power of the wind. So let's do just that. Was this here the whole time? Perhaps. Perhaps not. You got an Attack FXB badge. The badge Ms. Mouse is looking for. Take it to her. This is not a badge. This is an important item. You cannot equip it. I'll meet you back at Ms. Mouse. Okay, Ms. Mouse, we've got your badge. That face, does it mean you found the badge? Maybe. Oh, she doesn't say anything. Well, this is certainly the badge that I was looking for. Oh my, yes. Now, my sweet, promise to hear me out without getting mad. You see, I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize. But I knew you would find it, my handsome cheese hunk. You may have even more badge finding skill than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. Because I'm sure to find lots of badges that way, don't you think? Now, about that reward, let's see. Take this badge that you managed to find, but I expect you to lead me to more. You got the Attack FX badge. Change the sound effects of Mario's attacks. Now, let me formally state that you will now enjoy the pleasure of my company. Ms. Mouse joined your party. This is my favorite party member in the game. Not a combat party member, though. She is a support member. Press X and Ms. Mouse will sniff out any items or objects hidden nearby. There doesn't seem to be anything in this area, dearie. When you press X, I'll sniff around and tell you if there are any items nearby. There's something right near here, sweetie. If there's something nearby, I'll let you know like I did just now. In battle, I can attack enemies with my Love Slap. I can also help you out by using my Kiss Thief move to steal enemies' items. That move alone is why she's my favorite party member. You solved the trouble. We sure did. Her ability's not going to be super useful here, unfortunately. Yes, there should be something somewhere nearby. Well, we know what that is. It's the big treasure chest in the middle of the square, and until we find a way to collect that, she's always going to say that, so her ability doesn't work on this screen, and I think in all of Rogueport we actually don't have what we need to get all of the hidden items, but it's nice to have if you're just sort of looking for star pieces or shine sprites or anything that you might have missed. Now that we've got Ms. Mouse, I will be showing how she works, don't you worry. She can be, depending on the luck you get during your run, she can range anywhere from, like, kind of minorly helpful to useless to, like, oh my god, broken. But we'll talk about that later. Let's look at the newsletter trouble from Mayor Dower. Would you please deliver the Silver Club newsletter routing slip for me? Please come pick it up at my house in Twilight Town. We'll take on his trouble. Twilight Town's not that far from here, so I won't cut to get to Mayor Dower. Although I am going to have to be cutting quite a bit in this trouble. This is another one of those, like, go around to all the places you've been to troubles. Well, I guess there's not that many of those. Oops. Well, no, we can connect up now. That's okay. I don't think I have enough star pieces to trade with Dazzle. I think we already did that either last episode or the episode before. So let's just roll on over to Twilight Town. When I was going through Hooktail Castle, I took a couple shortcuts. First of all, I had the first attack badge on, so I didn't have to fight any enemies. And I also used Melon to get across some ledges that before you'd have to, like, go around or take an alternate route. I left those in so you could see where that would be. It's fairly intuitive, but just in case somebody didn't think to do it. Here's Twilight Town. I bet they all have the same things to say. Yeah, no, that's different. Ah, you're Mario, our hero. Yahoo for you, Mario. It'd be awesome if someone said that about you, huh? Yeah, that'd be sweet. Is this all different already? It is. Alright, well, I'll come back here to see all that during the bonus episode. Let's just do the trouble for now. Mario, you accepted my trouble request. My, now that's something. I hoped you'd deliver the Silver Club newsletter routing slip to the Great Tree Elder. I used to bring it myself, but this hip is really growling at me. Would you take it for me? You got a routing slip, a Silver Club routing slip. It's so well used, it's tattered. Well, that's very sweet. Oh, this is the same. I'd sure appreciate it. All right, well, I'll meet you over there. Well, hey there, Mario. Are you here to listen to me pontificate for a spell? Here's a routing slip. Why, this is a Silver Club newsletter routing slip. You came here to give me this? Twilight Town's mayor sent you? My last youth fountain bath there was nice, I recall. Well, this slip now needs to go to the Petalburg mayor, but my hernia's acting up. Say now, could you take this to the mayor of Petalburg for me? I'm counting on you. Well, I guess you know where I'm going to meet you next. Murphy, what can I do for you, young man? Man, I was really hoping that would do something. Eh? The Silver Club approval slip? Is that from the puny... is that from the puny elder? That old so-and-so. That reminds me, that super blood pressure gauge I borrowed from her was great. Since I'm the last one to sign this, it just needs to go back to Twilight Town's mayor. But I seem to have caught a bit of a cold. Could you take it to the Twilight Town mayor? Thanks, Murphy. Don't worry, I got it. Luckily, we can use the pipes in the Rogueport Underground for all of this, so I'll meet you back at Mayor Dower. Hello, Mario. Did you deliver that last newsletter routing slip, or what? The mayor of Petalburg has a cold? Well, tarnations and diddly dang-its. Oh, but you brought this back with you? Why, thanks. You sure are a lifesaver. Oh, and before I forget, here's your reward, Mario. Please take it. 30 coins. Not bad, not bad. We Silver Clubbers have been going strong for 20 years with our slogan, Age? What? We discuss longevity secrets and the like, you know. Maybe you'll join us in 20 years? You solved the trouble. Well, that was a very, very productive round of troubles. We've got ourselves a new party member. We got different cooking style. We can cook 2 items at a time now. And 30 coins is actually, I think, not quite the most, but it's close to the most coins you'll ever get for a trouble. So not bad, not bad. I don't know exactly how long we've been going for because I did a lot of cutting and a lot of, like, traveling around and stuff. So I don't know if we're over time or not. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just go down to the docks and just do a little bit of asking around. And then we'll really get started with Chapter 5 next time, or at least the lead up to Chapter 5. We found a weird bomb in that house down there, something having to do with the sailors, so let's just talk to the sailors. Is Lumpy gone? Lumpy is finally gone. If you have not given him the money at this point, it is too late. What? Keelhaul Key? Oh, that place is absolutely awful, I've heard. Not long ago, ship after ship went there hunting treasure, but none ever returned. I bet they met the bad end of the Pirate King's curse. Those guys were dumb. We've heard of the Pirate King before. Somebody mentioned it. Keelhaul Key? You mean the island where the treasure hoard of Cortez, the Pirate King, is hidden? So, you want treasure, eh? Fine, but keep an eye out or the pirate curse will get ya. Keelhaul Key? That's that cursed island. Don't get mixed up with that place for your own sake. Sounds like the people here are scared of it. Oh, this is the same. Oh. There's gotta be a way to just go poof and get rich. You know, poof. Somebody looks like he's looking for a new life. Oi, you with the mustache. What's with the stink eye, eh? You got something to say? Right, then ask me anything. I'm like an encyclopedia, I am. I can answer anything. Ooh, Keelhaul Key. Listen, mate. Don't ask me about that place. I got no need for a curse from the Pirate King. So much for ask me anything. See that ship docked there? She belongs to Flavio, the merchant trader. He don't sail too often, though. Mostly he hangs out at Podley's joint on the plaza. Now that is useful information. There is a new boat in the harbor, and now we know who it belongs to. So I think in the next episode, we're going to go ask Mr. Flavio over in the bar. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode for the lead up to Chapter 5. Bye-bye!